Are you preparing for the Fire Academy? If you want to be a firefighter, this is the only video that you need to watch. This covers everything from fitness to academics, mindset, attitude, and what actually gets people cut and what separates the ones who graduate and go on to have long careers and set a great first impression. So if you're looking to show up 100% ready, let's get into it. Before anything else, let's understand what the Fire Academy actually is. It's not a gym program, it's not a classroom, it is a sustained physical, mental, and emotional stress test. It runs from 12 to 24 weeks depending on your department. You will be physically exhausted and expected to study. You will be mentally drained and expected to perform skills. You will be pushed and watched at the same time. That is the environment. Prepare for that specifically. Let's start with the most important thing first, fitness. This is the most common area people underestimate. Failure prepares, preparing to fail. There are two types of people that show up day one to the academy. The ones who show up nervous and excited because they have taken the proper steps and are looking forward to showcasing that preparation, and the ones who show up nervous and anxious, wondering if they're even going to pass. Showing up at the academy is not the time to start getting ready. You will need to be in shape and hit the ground running from day one. The three physical qualities that matter most are cardiovascular capacity, relative functional strength, and durability. Cardiovascular capacity is the most important. The academy demands sustained output over extended periods, not sprints, but sustained running, stair climbing, hose drags, ladder carries, all of it at a pace that needs to be maintained when you are already tired. If you cannot run 5 kilometers or 3 miles at a comfortable conversational pace, you are behind. Build to that first, then build beyond it. Do not spend all your time lifting weights. Muscle is useful, but cardio, endurance, and stamina are more important for what the academy actually asks of you. You can overcome strength deficits with technique and teamwork. You cannot outmaneuver or fake cardio, period. Relative strength is next. You do not need to be the strongest person in the room. You need to be strong relative to your own body weight. Before day one, you should be able to perform 20 clean push-ups, 10 pull-ups, and 50 sit-ups without being winded. Loaded carries, squats, and functional movements that transfer directly to the job. Train those. I'll drop some free resources in the description below if you don't know where to start. Durability is one no one talks about. The academy will expose every weak link in the body through volume and repetition. Shoulders, knees, low back, ankles. If a vulnerability exists, the sustained demand for 12 to 24 weeks will find it. Mobility work, stability training, single leg movements, these are not optional. Recruits who get injured are rarely the weakest in the class. They are often the ones who are strong but brittle and deprioritize the types of movement that firefighters actually utilize. Sleep and nutrition are part of the physical preparation too, not separate from it. Training hard on 5 hours of sleep does not produce adaptation. It produces accumulative fatigue. 8 hours of sleep, adequate protein, consistent fueling. Establish these habits before the academy starts. The academy will stress every habit you have. The ones that are already solid will hold. The ones that are not established will not survive the pressure. The fire truck needs diesel to run. If you have been fueling with garbage food, do not expect your body to perform or recover adequately. Now onto the academic side, and this is where a lot of people get blindsided. The academy runs on a compressed timeline. There will be physical training, skills work, and academic content all in the same day. Then you go home and study, and then you come back and do it again. The best way to get ahead is to start before you arrive. Get a copy of The Essentials of Firefighting by IFSTA or Fundamentals of Firefighting Skills by Jones and Bartlett. Learn the terminology before you walk in. Know what a halogen is, know what a coupling is, know what an SCBA is and what it does. Recruits who arrive with zero familiarity with equipment and language are immediately behind the ones who have prepared. If you do not already have a system for retaining information, you will struggle. Build that system now, and if you fall behind inside the academy, tell your team leader, tell your training officer, ask for help. The worst thing a recruit can do is fall behind and say nothing. Now, mindset. This is what separates the top recruits from the weak links. The academy is designed to be uncomfortable. That is not a flaw in the design, it is the design. The environment is deliberately stressful because the job is stressful. Instructors are not evaluating who is the fastest or strongest. They are evaluating how a person responds when things get hard, how coachable they are, whether they shut down and make excuses and lose composure or keep moving. No one is a great firefighter when they start. The most important attributes are a willingness to learn and the ability to listen. How someone performs under controlled stress is the most accurate indicator of how they will perform at an emergency scene at 3 o'clock in the morning. That is what is being observed. The most important mindset shift that you can make before day one is this. Stop thinking about surviving the academy. Start thinking about who you have to be to thrive and stand out inside it. Confidence is key, and it will become glaringly obvious who has that belief and who does not. Attitude, non-negotiable. Physical fitness gets recruits through the door. Attitude determines what happens after. There are a lot of things that can happen beyond your control in life and in the Fire Academy. One thing you can always control is your attitude. Remember that. Here's what the right attitude looks like. Early, always early, not on time, early. No complaining, not to instructors, not to peers, not out loud. No excuses. When something goes wrong, own it and move forward. Help the people around you. The academy is a team environment. Recruits who look out for themselves only get noticed for all the wrong reasons. Treat every task as if it matters. The smallest task done properly builds the habits of doing things properly when it is inconvenient. The way you do one thing is the way that you do everything. Respect the hierarchy. This one matters more than people expect. No previous experience, certifications, military background, or family legacy in the service changes the starting point. Every recruit starts at the same place. Leave everything at the door, learn their way, become proficient in their way, earn the right to have an opinion years later. Instructors and training divisions have seen every personality type walk through that door. The ones who act like they've already been there, done that, and know everything get remembered for all the wrong reasons. Personal conduct on and off duty. This is one that people do not take seriously until it is too late. Many departments participate in license pull systems that automatically notify them of any traffic violations or license suspensions, and a DUI during the academy is grounds for termination. Off-duty conduct reflects the department. Treat it that way. Social media is also a reflection of who you are. Be very mindful of what you post and the content that you reshare and engage. To err on the safe side, only consume, share, and watch Everyday Heroes fitness content. That was a joke. Practical preparation, the things that are rarely talked about. Familiarize yourself with base equipment before you arrive. Get your civilian life organized. The academy will disrupt relationships, routines, and schedules. The recruits who struggle most often are the ones whose lives outside the academy are already in chaos. Family, communication, financial stability, and personal obligations need to be managed before day one. One more thing, fear of heights and confined spaces comes up regularly as the thing that catches most people off guard. These are not reasons to fail, but they need to be addressed before the academy exposes them in a high-pressure environment. If there is a known fear, work on it deliberately in advance. Low stakes exposure, gradual progression, the academy is not the place to encounter it for the first time. There will be a moment in the academy where the question comes up whether this is worth it or not, whether you made the right decision, whether this is enough to keep going, whether the job is really for you. That moment is not a sign that something is wrong. You will be pushed outside of your comfort zone, and that is good. This is where growth happens. Growth never feels easy. Here's the summary. Get physically prepared before day one. Cardiovascular base, relative functional strength and durability, not gym fit, academy fit. Start in the academic material early. Learn the terminology, know the equipment. Build the habits that will hold under pressure. Sleep, nutrition, study, discipline. Show up with an attitude that makes the people around you better. Respect the process, the hierarchy, and the opportunity. The academy does not owe you anything. It is going to reveal exactly who you are and ask whether you're made for this or not. Make sure you are. If you're preparing for the academy and want a structured program built specifically for this, there is a link in my description below. We have helped hundreds and hundreds of recruits show up 100% ready with unshakable confidence. You are entering the best job on earth. Best of luck and thanks for stopping by. Until next time, stay safe, train hard, own your oath, and we will see you soon.